What happened and what is happening right now?
What happened was I went to, my day-to-day work took me to Portlaoise on the 10th, I think it was the 10th of September. It was the same day a sodomy parade was taking place in the town. There's an awful lot of children involved in the said sodomy parade. Face painting and activities for them all day long, not just a walk down the street, but it was a highly child-inclusive event. Well, I just used my time there to follow the parade route, bringing this sign here with me.
Good man.
I think it speaks the truth. So I got a few warnings from the lady guard, the Garda Aaron Grehan is her name, an absolute treacherous wagon. She warned me a few times to desist and leave the area. I declined her offer. I declined her request, and I proceeded to follow the parade route, bearing that sign. And well, at the end of the parade route, she had 4 Gardaí waiting to arrest me. I was arrested. I had my phone and this placard confiscated. Still hasn't been returned to me. And I've appeared 3 times now in Portlaoise District Court over it, but they keep kicking it down the road because they want to. They need more time to impose a incitement to hatred charge, along with the 3 public order charges.
3 public order charges. What were they relating to, or what did they give you a reason?
Well, what I was doing was the same thing as everybody else along the parade route was doing, except if you're not a sodomite, I guess you're singled out. So the public order charges were loitering. I think refusing to leave an area at request of a Garda and displaying an offensive or abusive sign and using abusive language. Now, all I did was call them child groomers, which they are, and told them that they're disgusting, despicable creatures, and that they'll have hell to pay when the time comes. That's about it. I don't think it was hate speech.
Yeah. So do you think that can they do this, but you think they're trying to wait till these new hate speech laws come in and then use those hate speech laws to, charge you with more hate speech crimes,
so,
I suppose?
Yeah, that's what I actually, that was actually quoted as me saying in the court the last day. It was quoted in the Laois, whatever local paper it is in Laois. That was quoted that I actually said that to the judge when he requested further time on the matter. I just said, yeah, I think it's a deceptive move on behalf of the DPP because they're waiting for a proposed hate speech bill to be brought in before they can throw it at me. Right. But it makes no odds. We're going to keep. Well, I hope other people do it. I don't know if this is probably the first in the country to be shown an example of, or it was probably the first arrest of its kind in the country. And I don't really think that the law knows what to do with it. And
yeah, it sounds like that.
Pardon?
And it sounds like they don't really know what they're doing. The fact that this is the 3rd court. Are you going for the 4th or the 3rd now?
I'm going for the 4th appearance now, and I asked the judge the last time. I said I need to get this done because I have a very busy workload, and I can't afford to keep. When it's not that I can't afford, I can't genuinely take the time off work all these times to go to court for a frivolous hearing. And the court system is an absolute joke as well. Like the people that are in there, the cases I'm hearing, and they're just getting thrown out. These are people that are absolute scumbags, scangers, scrapers of the earth. And full of foreigners as well that our taxes are paying for their free legal aid. So, I really hope that they're not going to persecute a relatively innocent Indigenous Irish man for speaking the truth in my own country.
They're probably trying to make an example out of you, I would say. So what's coming down the line then? So we can always they can say, look what happened per John. And like they always do, they always try to make examples out of people like yourselves. Have you got any media coverage? Have you had anybody contact you, or have you had any coverage at all?
I think the Burkean did a piece on it.
Right, okay.
And another blogger, Joe Blog, is very, very well. He did a very good. He did it so well that the Burkean just copied and pasted his article on it. So.
Right, okay. And any mainstream media attention?
No, I don't think it fits the mainstream media narrative. So you're not going to get any support from mainstream media. Rather, they'd be happy if a prosecution was made. That's about it.
Right. Okay. And you have got a court case coming up now, John. What date is that, or do you want to publicly state it when your court case is up?
12th of February.
12th February. And do you want some support down there from people, or does it matter? Or
It just makes no difference either way. I wouldn't want to be putting it's in the middle of a work day, and you know what people are like. They'll tell you they'll be there, and you wouldn't hold your breath for them anyway. So what will be will be. I guess if the shit hits the fan, people will know about it. It's only if it keeps getting kicked down the road, nobody really knows what's taking place.
no, I think you need more support, because I think it's a great thing that you've done. You've stood up to this LGBTQ whatever fraternity, and they're trying to make an example out of you. And you have the courage and the conviction to hold that sign up, and it's absolutely true. Exactly what's happening, and those poor children that are there are being brainwashed into this way of thinking, and you see this happening in the school education system now, with this LGBT stuff being pushed on our children. And if you speak out or if you push back, they fucking try to throw you in jail, like what they're doing with you.
That's it.
Aye.
Like you said,
Go ahead there, John.
Just the traditional Irish values have been broken down, and it's a country now that's fractured. It's got a fractured morale and no morals to go with it, and that's what the powers that be are aiming for. So it's a case of mission accomplished. It's going to take a long time, maybe generations, to get us back on the right track.
On that, what do you think is in your neck of the woods, in your part of the country, what has happened? How have you seen the decline going from traditional Catholic teaching now to pride parades on the street? And you had a very simple banner slogan, and you're thrown in jail because of it. How has this happened, and why do you think it's happened, and how do we see a way out of it?
How did it happen? I think it's media driven. It's definitely TV driven. I mean, look at the disaster on RTE a few nights ago, where there was a boy in a dress dating some sexually confused literal blue-haired freak.
I didn't see that. Right.
That's how you convince the average Irish normie who pays their TV license that this is somehow normal, because they were able to convince them a few years ago to take a poisonous experimental needle. So, TV makes everything okay. It makes everything palatable for the normie. Therefore, they see these freaks carrying on. It's, oh, sure, aren't they lovely? They always give them the nice gay couple, the good next door neighbor with the little fanny liquor dog. And they're really gentle. They're lovely, gentle people. But that's not the reality of it. Yourself. And they dumbed down slowly with the last 20 years of main TV and reality shows. So it's come to the point now where the state are endorsing it. The HSE, without a hint of irony, are promoting sodomy, and the Gardaí are driving around in cars emblazoned with the rainbow flag. Yeah. So it's absolutely everywhere. It's unavoidable. So that makes it normal. That normal for your mum and dad's generation. And unfortunately, they're the ones who are shunning the likes of us for speaking out against it. It's the people in their late 60s and 70s who are thinking this is okay.
I know. Strange, isn't it? No, I do agree with you there. I do see it myself. Now, you see, just shifting gears a wee bit here, immigration seems to be a very hot topic in the country at the minute. It's probably the most thing talked about in Ireland at the minute. What is it like around your neck of the woods? What do you see? Do you see the same thing happening in your towns like you see all over Ireland at the minute?
I'm in the Midlands, and my work takes me through about 6 or 7 different counties daily. So okay. I see the disaster in all of the towns, and Irish people are becoming a minority on the streets, especially in the bigger provincial towns like Athlone, Mullingar, Tullamore. There's absolutely no place, and Moat, County Westmeath, an absolute backwater, and there's ragheads walking around, ad nauseum everywhere. There's absolutely nothing in this particular town for them. There's nothing for an Irish person there. So what brings them there? What's the incentive to come here? Who sells them the idea to move to a place where they couldn't even find on the map?
I know why. Well, they couldn't even find it on the map. But the same thing is in Letterkenny. Like, this is the biggest town in Donegal, and sometimes I go there just to see what's happening. And every time I go there, the Irish people are becoming less and less. It's very difficult to see an Irish person now. And like you say, what brings them here? Well, obviously they're getting everything paid for. And I was in Convoy, like a very rural part of Ireland, the East Donegal, and this big, huge complex of houses, brand new, all given to foreigners. And yet this Ukrainian woman, I'm assuming she's Ukrainian, approached me and had the audacity to tell me to stop recording, get out of here, you have no right to be here. And it's the entitlement of these people too. I find if you ever encounter them, they have a real sense of entitlement among them.
Oh yeah, the attitude. I hear them in the shops. I hear, especially Africans, no manners. They ask the clerk or the lady behind the counter. They basically command her with their order, and without a please or a thank you. So this is not a culture we want to be imported. We don't want to lose the old Irish way of being mannerly and friendly to your native folk. Your fellow man here, especially the indigenous Irish.
I think too is in my opinion that one of the biggest reasons we've gone down this path is because Irish people have went away from the faith. We've abandoned the faith of our forefathers. We've embraced liberalism. We've embraced materialism. We've embraced homosexuality, and we've seen the fruits of this now. People don't go to church anymore. People don't go to Novus Ordo Mass. They don't go to Latin Mass. They've turned their back on God, and God is punishing us for this now.
That's it.
Would you agree with that? Would you, John?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
Very good.
Where goes the church, goes the world, and look at the state of it now.
You've got scapulas behind there, have you?
Oh yeah, the purple.
The purple one. I got the purple ones there last week at Mass. I always wear the brown one here. But I didn't even know about the purple one. I have to be honest with you. Only the priest gave it to me the last time I was at Mass, and I always carry it on me now when I'm going out into these towns talking to people. I need the protection.
You need all the protection you can get now. Yeah, it's
definitely.
Spirit, as well as being a spiritual battle, it's also a very physical one because our lives are now in physical danger with what's been brought into the country.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I was telling a story there, and again, I hear these stories all the time, and the media are complicit on hiding what's going on. Like there was an old woman, old age pensioner, retired nurse. She was robbed there by Roma gypsies, and she was and they tried to grab her purse. They dragged her along the ground. She was trying to hold on. They ran through the town, and I think the Gardaí got the man, but the man's still living in the town centre as we speak. And nothing's been done about it. He's still living there. I don't think the Gardaí's going to do anything. But the Gardaí were trying to look and harass me today because I was recording in convoy.
Yeah, they'll soon put a stop to us being able to record them. And the Roma gypsies, the town of Portlaoise and the court in Portlaoise tends to be full of them with their interpreters on the days of the sittings. And those are the closest. Like, I mean, I don't mean to be horrible. Well, it's going to sound horrible no matter what I say, but those are the closest thing to vermin that we have in this country on two legs. I can't unsay that now, but yeah.
Right, okay. Moving on. No, so you see them going into Lufford too, Sabana, and they're see them in the shops, or police are stopping them from I don't know, must be shoplifting and stuff too. You see it all the time. They've the place terrorized and convoy too. They're always in trouble for shoplifting.
Taking boxes of detergents out of their skirts. Yeah. Once you see that golden tooth smile at the door, just refuse them.
John, it's been a pleasure. Is there anything else you'd like to say now before we let you go? So mention your court case again and what date, and tell people to come down and support you, because I think you need all the support you can get.
Case is on the 12th of February in Portlaoise District Court, and it's for a charge of 3 public order charges and for an additional charge of incitement to hatred, if they can get it to stick. That is
right. Hopefully you get the outcome you want. John will be paying attention, and maybe we can get you on again. Sure, you can tell us what happened tonight.
No bother.
Good man, John. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, everybody. That was John there. Good man himself. He's a man that doesn't mince his words. He might get me banned off YouTube, I would say, but oh God. Anyway.